How do we eliminate the amount of food that we're throwing away? It's going to take up landfill space, it's going to produce extra methane gas and other contaminants in our area.
Safe Passage is proud to be part of the food recovery network in the city of Thousand Oaks. On a daily basis, we're working with our other food network partners, providing probably close to 10,000 pounds of food recovered by so many different organizations that all coalesce together and bring food to the community. Today, behind me, these families are going to walk away with $200 of fresh produce. These are families that economically are struggling. They are not getting handouts here. They're receiving nutritious food for their children. By providing nutritious food for families, you're allowing them to make their rent payment, their utility payment, their car payment. So it's providing that balance of relief.
Food recovery, or food rescue, is the modern-day recycling of safe and edible food. Food rescue ensures that wholesome food that would typically be thrown away is instead redistributed to local nonprofits and food pantries to feed families and individuals dealing with food insecurity. Thousand Oaks is very fortunate to have such a wonderful network of nonprofits here who work hard every day collecting food donations and redistributing them to the people who need it.
Food Share is Ventura County's food bank. Last year, Food Share distributed 19.3 million pounds of food throughout Ventura County, and about 1.7 million pounds of food was distributed to those in need in Thousand Oaks and in the Conejo Valley. Food recovery is important because there's two aspects to it. Obviously, it's keeping food out of the landfill that could otherwise go to feed hungry people. It's also to be able to get that food, make sure it is fresh, that it is safe, and be able to get it to feed as many people as possible. Every day, Food Share rescues food from retail outlets, farmers, packing houses. Every day they bring it back here and we have to sort through it. We really serve as the Costco, a free Costco for all of our pantry partners. We work with 160 different nonprofits who come and get food from us at no cost. They're the ones that are bringing that food back to the pantries. In Thousand Oaks alone, we have 27 different distribution points where people can get food, no questions asked.
I've been coming here for at least a year, and if it wasn't for manna, I wouldn't have much food to eat.
We get the protein, so you always get the chicken, lots of vegetables, we get the eggs, we get the milks. We only have my husband's and my daughter's income for a family of 7 when there's 3 kids involved. You know, manna has helped a long ways. What I can get here, the money that I was spending on groceries, I can use to pay my bills, doctor's appointments.
Mi familia son 3 personas y de ahí Maná se mantiene con la comida que nos da acá Maná y gracias a Dios pues ahí le vamos echando adelante.
Manna is one of the oldest food banks here in Ventura County. Today we see in excess of 1,400 people a month coming through this pantry here. Everyone is leaving this pantry with about 100 pounds of groceries every single day that they come in, and they can choose whatever it is that they need for their families. Most of the food that is recovered is going to be perishable, so it has a very short shelf life, and it also needs to be temperature controlled. So refrigeration is extremely important. We get all of our products that are here in this pantry strictly from donation. We are recovering roughly about 400 to 500 pounds a week from Gelson's. They are a major partner with us. That is preventing that from going into landfills. Ultimately, what it comes down to is the food that is recovered ends up in the households of the people who need it. And we fulfill our mission, and we are helping the city fulfill theirs as well.
Food recovery is also state law. Senate Bill 1383 requires certain businesses who sell or serve food to donate all safe surplus foods instead of throwing it away. Who does SB 1383 affect? Well, grocery stores, supermarkets, wholesalers, some restaurants, food service providers, hotels, large venues, schools, health facilities, and state agency cafeterias.
At Chick-fil-A, we feel great about donating our surplus food to help our community. It's such an easy thing to do, and to keep that food out of a landfill and put it actually in people's mouths where it can do good in our community is such a great feeling. I maybe was, concerned about well, how are we going to do this from a logistics perspective and adding extra things onto my team's plate. It doesn't take that much time. It's a really simple process to put things in bags or in a container and label it as food that's for donation and schedule a pickup time for a local charity to come and pick it up. The idea of restaurants participating in food recovery is just a no-brainer. It gets to help people in the community who are hungry. So I can't think of an easier, faster way to start making a tangible impact in the community than donating your surplus food.
Food is a precious commodity and it should not be wasted, and we want to make sure that perfectly good food goes to those that need it. Food recovery is an enormous task, and the City of Thousand Oaks is here to support businesses and nonprofits in connecting our shared goal of ending food waste. And I am proud of how successful this effort has been so far, and I look forward to seeing how much more we can do together.